we fell in love with basketball at a very young age, and it's the thing in my life besides being a parent and a husband. It's what gives me my meaning.
Perfection drill. Let's go. Perfection. Here we go.
I grew up with the game. Played it at a high level, and wasn't sure, how coaching would compare to playing. I felt like, I was born to do it.
Basketball is in the Hurley DNA. Their father, Bob Sr., is the Hall of Fame high school coach from legendary St. Anthony's in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Started when they were little kids, and as all the kids were recruited at St. Anthony's, they were always around it. The coach's table in the house, when you order pizzas and the coaches all come over and you sit down and you get ready before the season to start doing things, they were always hanging around because the assistant coaches were like, they were like uncles to them.
I always felt like I thought the game better than I could kind of play it physically or athletically. Just with my background, with the household I grew up in, and the osmosis of becoming a coach with my dad.
You're around the sport much earlier, and the last thing is they both were point guards. Point guard's always an extension of the coach.
And into the lineup, here comes Danny Hurley. Well, the dream of a childhood, brother against brother in the NCAA regional.
A watershed coachable moment came as players. The two brothers faced each other in the 1992 NCAA regional semifinals.
This is an exciting and a stressful time for the Hurley family.
It was one of the worst experiences that I've had playing.
Tell you what, that was the most intense experience in sports of my life.
Their father will not let the two boys play one-on-one against each other. The reason he won't let them play one-on-one is because they get into fights.
I always tried to find an edge when I played against someone.
And PJ threw me into it because I think he might have doubled my minutes up that game because he knew what it did to Bob on the court.
To make myself not like the guy I was competing against, and it was virtually impossible to do that.
And Hurley against Hurley as Danny Hurley has come back in now.
The worst game Bob played in college because he was just completely psyched out. All those experiences, they make you who you are. To try to chase that ghost of what my brother was accomplishing. All while I was going through that struggle, it was just becoming this incredible strength for me that was building up. And it served me well throughout the rest of my life.
The brothers' collegiate coaching careers began at Wagner College, just across the river from Jersey City, where older brother Bobby was Dan's assistant.
Watching the two of them coach together was great. It was unbelievable.
I always naturally thought that I would get right into coaching. When I was done playing, I never anticipated that I would take it to the NBA level, and so that kind of threw the timetable off some.
And then we were a heck of a tag team for a couple of years.
This is a thank you from me to you for the season you've given me.
Let's get a shuffle. Get a shuffle.
Now, while Dan and Bobby build programs at opposite ends of the country, they've never been closer.
We talk 5 days a week, maybe 6, in season. Usually, I think we give each other Sunday off. We're constantly talking with each other about our teams and our season. It's great to have someone that's going through what you're going through and can appreciate the struggles and the success.
It never feels like we're ever having a forced conversation. It always seems like there's a lot to cover.
It's exciting that he's doing so well. I took so much pride to watch him win the A-10 championship last year and go to the NCAA tournament and see him win the first round. It was just, I felt like I was living it with him. It was a great feeling.
There's always been this deep relationship that was forged through this incredible commitment that we made to basketball in a real intense environment that my dad set. The life in sports, it's unique. Your highest highs and your lowest lows all play out in front of thousands of people in live attendance, and you experience so many different types of emotions, and you're doing it with people that you're so close to. I couldn't imagine another way to live.